The Lost Chapter podcast.
Simple English for you.
Hello, and welcome to The Lost Chapter. My name is Arav.
And I'm Maya. We're so happy you're here with us today.
This podcast is for people who want to improve their English, but feel nervous, shy, or stuck when they speak. Maybe this sounds like you. You understand English, you watch videos, you read posts, you know many words. But when someone talks to you, your mind suddenly feels blank.
You have too many thoughts, too many sentences in your head, and in the end, you say nothing.
If that feels familiar, don't worry. You are not bad at English. You just learned English in a difficult way.
Today, we want to talk like friends, not like strict teachers. We'll use simple words, talk about real problems, and share easy, practical solutions you can use today.
Now, let's begin today's chapter.
Arav, I want to ask you something honestly. Why do so many people say, I understand English, but I can't speak it?
That happens because most people don't really use English. They translate English. First, they think in their own language. Then, they try to change those thoughts into English. That process is slow, heavy, and stressful.
Yes, I feel that stress. You want to answer quickly, but your brain is busy translating every word.
Right. And when your brain is full and busy, your confidence goes down.
So the real problem is not grammar?
No, not usually. Grammar is important, of course, but it's not the main problem. The real problem is how you think. If you think in English, speaking becomes more natural, more automatic, and more relaxed.
But Arav, many listeners are probably thinking in English is very hard. I can't do that.
People think it's hard because they imagine long, perfect sentences like in movies or TED Talks. But thinking in English does not mean speaking like a movie actor in your mind. It means thinking small, very simple.
Can you give a small example? Something our listeners can try right now?
Of course, if you are listening right now, you can think just one short sentence. I am listening. That's it. No translation, no grammar check, just a simple thought in English.
That feels easy and light, not scary at all.
Exactly. Simple is powerful. Your brain needs comfort first, not perfection, not speed, not complex vocabulary. Comfort, then confidence, then fluency. In that order.
Arav, what if someone feels shy even when they're only thinking in English? No one is listening, but they still feel afraid.
That's very common. We judge ourselves too much. We think things like, what if I'm wrong? What if my English is bad? What if people laugh at my accent? But remember this. English is not a test, it's a tool.
I like that. English is a tool.
Yes, you use a tool to communicate, not to be perfect. When you think in English, you are building a bridge from your mind to the world. The bridge doesn't have to be beautiful, it just has to be strong enough to help your ideas cross.
Some listeners may ask, should I speak loudly or only in my mind? What's better?
Both are good. It depends on where you are. If you are alone in your room, you can speak softly or normally. If you are on a bus, in a taxi, or at work, you can practice silently in your mind. Thinking is also practice. Your brain doesn't need sound to learn a language.
That removes a lot of pressure. I don't have to wait for the perfect time to practice.
Exactly. When pressure goes down, progress goes up. What's better? You don't need a classroom. You don't need a partner. You just need your mind, a few minutes, and consistency.
Let's get very practical. How can our listeners practice this in daily life?
Step 1. Name what you're doing during your normal day. Talk about your actions in your mind. When you wake up, I am awake. When you brush your teeth, I am brushing my teeth. When you walk to the bus, I am walking to the bus. When you drink water, I am drinking water. Very short, very clear. Step 2. Name what you feel. Later, add feelings. I feel tired. I feel excited. I feel nervous. I feel relaxed. This connects English to your real emotions. That makes the language alive. Step 3. Add a tiny reason. When this feels easy, add a small reason. I feel tired because I slept late. I'm happy because I finished my work. I'm nervous because I have a meeting. Now you are not just saying words, you are communicating meaning.
I like that it grows slowly. Action, feeling, reason. It's like building a small English tree.
Yes, and you don't need long, difficult sentences. You just need honest, simple ones.
Arav, some people say, I don't have time to practice. What would you say to them?
You don't need 1 full hour. You don't even need 30 minutes at the beginning. Start with 5 minutes a day. 2 minutes in the morning. 2 minutes in the afternoon. 1 minute before sleep. That's it. If you're waiting in a line, sitting in a car, or walking alone, you can think simple English sentences about your day.
So no books, no special apps, just your mind and your daily life.
Exactly. Make English a habit, not a project.
Many people worry a lot about pronunciation. They think, people will laugh at me. What would you say to them?
Most people do not laugh at effort. They respect effort. Remember, English is spoken by millions of people from many countries with many different accents. There is no perfect accent. There is only clear English and unclear English. So focus on this. Speak slowly. Open your mouth a little more. Use short, clear sentences. That is enough for most situations.
So clarity is more important than sounding native?
Exactly. You don't need to sound like someone from London or New York. You just need to sound like you, but clear and confident.
Another big question. Does confidence come first or practice?
Practice comes first. Confidence follows. No one feels confident on day one. Think of driving a car, riding a bicycle, or swimming for the first time. At the beginning, you feel strange, maybe even scared. But after many small practices, you start to feel, okay, I can do this. English is the same. You don't wait for confidence. You create confidence by practicing in many small, safe moments.
That's comforting. We are not bad at English. We are just new at English speaking.
Exactly. Learning English is emotional. If you feel safe and relaxed, you learn faster. Mini practice.
Try it with us. Let's do a tiny practice together so our listeners can try this right now.
Great idea. If you can, close your eyes for a moment. I'll say a sentence. You repeat it in your mind or softly with your voice. Ready? Let's start. I am listening. I am learning. My English is improving. I can think in English. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to practice.
Now, think of one real sentence about yourself, something true for you today. For example, I am tired, but I am trying. I want to use English at work. I feel shy, but I still practice. Take a second and build your own short sentence in English.
Pause for 5 seconds. If you did that, you already practiced thinking in English. That's how it starts.
Before we finish, let's quickly talk about some common mistakes people make when they start thinking in English.
Mistake 1. Trying to be perfect. You want every sentence to be 100% correct. Result: you say nothing. Solution: allow yourself to be 80% correct. Communication is more important than perfection. Mistake 2. Using very difficult words. You want to sound advanced, so you choose complex vocabulary. Result: you get stuck and feel slow. Solution: use easy words first. Advanced words will come later, naturally. Mistake 3: practicing only once a week. You wait for a big block of time, like Sunday afternoon. Result: no real habit, no real progress. Solution: practice 5-10 minutes a day. Small but regular sessions beat long but rare sessions.
Let's finish the main part with a very simple daily routine our listeners can follow.
Here's a 5-minute routine. Morning, 2 minutes. Think 3 sentences about your morning. I am making coffee. I feel sleepy. I have a busy day. Afternoon, 2 minutes. Think 3 sentences about your work or study. I am reading emails. I feel stressed. I want a short break. Night, 1 minute. Think 2 sentences about your whole day. Today was difficult, but I learned something. Tomorrow I will practice again. If you do this every day, you will slowly change your thinking language from your first language to English.
Before we finish today's chapter, we want you to remember this. You don't need fast English.
You need calm English, slow thoughts, simple words, daily practice.
You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to speak slowly. You are allowed to learn at your own speed.
Thank you for spending your time with us on The Lost Chapter. If this episode helped you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share it with a friend who also wants to think in English and speak more confidently.
Your progress may be slow, and that's perfectly okay. Slow progress is still progress.
We believe in your journey. Keep going, keep practicing, and we'll meet again in the next chapter. Thank you for watching
And for learning with us.